don't want y'all to watch my videos and be like, maybe I don't want to be a physician. Oh my God. Hey my loves, as you can tell by today's video title, I am going to be talking about, as always, that medical school is hard, but there are a lot of upsides to it. There's a lot of light that goes along with the shadows, because shadows wouldn't exist if there was not light. And I think as of late, or I feel as though as of late, I have spoken a lot about the hard, negative, nasty things that I've been dealing with since being in this field, particularly in this LOA. And I don't want anybody to think that there are not still good things happening to me, around me, because of my status as a medical student. LOA be damned. And I just figured I would just share that. I would share that. Anybody out there who's kind of worried, because I don't want to scare y'all. I don't want y'all to watch my videos and be like, maybe I don't want to be a physician. Oh my God, I don't want to discourage anybody from this path. I just want you to go into it informed. I don't want you to go in there blindsided and thinking one thing when it's really another, or just not knowing how to respond to certain scenarios or situations because you weren't aware of them. You got my platform. These are the things that I've experienced. These are some things you might experience. These are some things you might resonate with. That's what I want my platform to be. So I also want you to resonate with the positive stuff. So here we go. I would say one of the best things about being a professional student, or a student of any kind, is that you have a direct network of just leadership organizations to be a part of. You get to feel like you're doing something because there's always so much to do, and just join. You could literally start like a book club. My institution has like a medical poetry club, I think, or is it medical poetry? Medical art. And then Duke has like medical poetry. I think I submitted a piece of work to them, and I don't remember following up with them about it. But I'm just saying, there's so many things that you could do and just have affinity with. They're not as readily available, in my opinion, in the regular adulting world. Typical desk jobs and whatnot, yes, they could join organizations, they could join certain associations, but those things aren't always directly attached to and affiliated with their actual place of work. At your school, you could be a president of something. You could be a president of the Disabilities Visibility Group. You could be the president of SMA. You could do so much in your status as a student, and I just think that's so dope. I would have never imagined that I would get into research the way that I am now because of medical school, and I'm so invested in it because people actually want to hear what I have to say. Oh my God! Like when I wrote my article on my experience as a Division I track and field athlete, sorry, I bit my tongue and that's why I keep kind of stuttering. When I wrote my article about my experience in undergrad and the impact that physicians can have on athletes, matter of fact, I'm gonna just put the article up on the screen. I'm gonna tag it down below. When I wrote that, to have full-on attendings emailing me, to have attendings wanting to talk to me at the American Medical Society of Sports Medicine. Woo! I had to think of the acronyms in my head because it was jumbled up. But to have people come up to me and want to talk to me about that stuff, you can have a real impact as a medical student. Not even just from a leadership or organizational sense, but our field itself impacts people's lives, their day-to-day livelihood. There is a concept or a research topic or a question that you have or a challenge that you have, an evaluation that you give that is going to have some type of direct influence on a group of people. Potentially a wide range of people. And that's what I was trying to say about my last video, if you watched it, about Twitch, streaming university, and just having a platform as a content creator. I do think I already have a direct responsibility as a professional student to be aware and have understanding of the things that people could really, like, I could really mess up somebody's life if I don't know what I'm talking about, if I don't know what I'm doing, if I don't have awareness because of the field that I'm in. It's not just influence in a sense of social media, but no, physical changes to people's lives. And so I just feel like, man, taking advantage of all of that in all of the small, unique ways, and really challenging yourself as well. Challenging yourself to think about the impact that you could have. Start an organization. create an event. There's so much that you can do if you really want to, and I love that. I love feeling like I have the space to expand as much as I want or to shrink. I'm not even saying that you have to do all of this. I just think that there's so many small ways to get things done. You don't have to be some president of some large national organization. I'm not saying that you got to do all that. You could literally just make graphic designs. You can make flyers for an organization. I have a role like that. I love it. I have so much fun making flyers and graphics that I actually contemplated whether or not that's my true calling. Bruh. I have so much fun making content and playing on Canva, even my thumbnails. Y'all, I love making thumbnails. I just love to do certain things creatively that I enjoy being able to do them in my space as a medical student and combining these two things together because I'm truly challenging myself to fill the space that has been given to me. And I just think that's dope. I think that this is dope if you're a person that has a lot of ideas, that has a lot of things that they want to see come to fruition. There's so many avenues that you can use simply as a med student, like, because that's your title. And I think that's great. Second thing, along the lines of leadership, is building a reservoir of confidence. Hold on, this is supposed to be a skincare yap and I'm just yapping. 1 second. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, there's so much that because I have challenged myself to do, that I've challenged myself to become and be a part of, that I'm just discovering new sides of myself. I'm discovering new sides, aspects, personality traits, character traits, so much lore. Just don't know where else in the world I would get this type of, again, space to really expand in this way. And I think it forces you to as well. Not even though I say yes, you can do something small like make graphics and flyers for an organization and you can make it as big or as small as you want. I think in general, you're gonna have the awareness in a space, in a field like medicine that, wow, I could really do something here. Like, it's gonna be nagging you in the back of your mind, and to step into that confidence to say, you know what? I think I can do this. I have the space to do this, so let me go ahead and try to do this. That's cool, man. I know I'm not looking cool right now because I don't even know, I tried to orient myself in the same way and I think I'm talking to the camera. I gotta stop washing my face and talking to y'all, man. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Wait, I'm a liar. Ah! Oh my God, ew, it's in my mouth. Ew, ooh, that's toxic. That was embarrassing. But anywho, yeah, I think even if you don't want to acknowledge it, subconsciously, you're going to feel whether or not you're stepping up to this plate. What the plate is made out of, where it's at, all of those details, that is person dependent, but you're gonna know in your heart of hearts, man, there's something here. And whether you wanna slide into that or not, also person dependent, but it's cool to even have that chance. Some people never have the opportunity to grow. Y'all know that? Some people never have the chance and resources and just network available to them to be all that they can be. There's somebody right now that's not living up to their purpose and not living up to their potential simply because they don't have the means to do so. Simply because they don't have the space to do so. Simply because they don't know the right people, right? When you are a professional student, there's a higher probability that these things can line up for you in exactly the way that you need to just skyrocket into whoever you want to be. And again, forcing yourself to build that confidence and trust in yourself. Not just confidence, but trust in yourself that you can do it. Another thing is learning who you are, period. I think that for me, I have always been a pretty vocal person. I don't think that that's ever going to change. I never want it to change. But I think that by being in a space that more so praises and prefers conformity, compliance, I think a space that prefers people to just shh has really ignited in me this further passion to keep talking my talk. To keep flapping my gums and running my mouth, because what, clearly y'all need to hear some of the stuff that really is going on, like y'all being ignorant, obtuse, all that other stuff that I usually talk about on my platform. This has only motivated me further to keep doing that. I know that I talk a lot about feeling as if I'm an anomaly, that there aren't a lot of people who think like me, and that's why I'm always so shocked when I get subscribers at the level that I do, because I think that I'm talking about some pretty taboo stuff essentially, you know what I mean? And so when I get around people who think completely opposite to me. It either goes one or two ways. It's either they're aware and they've accepted it, or they're unaware and therefore attacking me out of their unconscious defense. And so I have this one friend who is very consciously aware that he is complicit. He is not trying to rock any boats. He is not trying to upset anyone. He's not trying to say the wrong thing. He is very much aware that there is a system, there are rules, and he is finna follow them, whether or not he likes it. And he asked me one day, which is why I said I appreciate him, that he's so honest about his perspective. He asked me, okay, you want to be such a radical. You have all these things that you want to do, all these things that you want to say, and then what if they blackball you? What if people band together essentially and say, hey, this girl is no good for residency? What if program directors see my YouTube channel? They see the things that I'm talking about. They see the way that I am. They see me crying and struggling. The fact that I don't hide about my failures and I talk about, yeah, I didn't pass step one the first time and all this other stuff. How's that going to make them feel? And do you really think all of these questions and worries about what ifs and what next? And I get it. I'm not trying to say that I'm impervious to ever having those types of thoughts. But the one thing that prevails every single time is that what's for me will be mine, because it's already been granted. There is no such thing as this path is for me. I have a voice, a gift, a purpose, and I'm not going to be given the platform in this space to operate in that, even though I'm actively seeking it. You know, it'd be one thing if I wasn't aware, but I have awareness of this is who I am, this is how I want to be. I'm gonna go out and the environment is gonna work for Z and not the other way around. I also think it's just insane to think that there's nobody else out there who thinks the way that I do. No program director, no boss, no supervisor, no CEO of a hospital. I am just some alien on Mars. If that was the case, I wouldn't have the platform that I do. Even having 10 people want to subscribe to me and listen to me and talk about the things that I talk about, as taboo and as radical as they are, right? Y'all wouldn't be a thing if that was the case. So I just don't believe that medicine is this impervious, impenetrable, nothing to ever change space. I think that there are movers and shakers in places that you're just not seeing, you're not looking for it, and that's why you don't know. I just answered him very clearly and confidently, and I said, if that is what's supposed to happen, that I'm speaking my truth and then I get blackballed for it, then I guess I have served my time with the identity of medical doctoral candidate. Like, I guess that's the end of that. All that to say, this has only come as a result of me experiencing the things that I have experienced. It has caused me to do nothing but double down, stand 10 toes, and really see myself. This is how I am. Like, these are the things that I'm capable of. These are the things that I'm able to manage and withstand. This is my resilience. This is my grit. I get to see myself in full form. And this is not even my final form. And I think that's dope. Now, could I have done without the near eviction? Yes. Could I have done without the separation and disconnect from my mother? Yes. Could I have done without that man? You know what? We're not even gonna go there. There's so many things that I could have done without. But if that was supposed to simply sharpen me and make me more clear and defined about what's for me, what I want, etc., so be it. I ain't gonna pray for it.
Pause.
I ain't gonna wish for it.
Pause.
Never gonna speak that over myself. But if it has to happen, then I guess that's the process. So I just felt good being able to answer him in that way and just, okay. Something else that I think that I have learned about myself since being in this space is that I gotta learn how to ask for help as well. Yes, being headstrong, being confident, having grit, but being able to identify my weaknesses is something that I think is I'm very appreciative and grateful for in this space, in this season, in this identity as a med student. Because bro, it's hard. This is the hardest I've ever done in my life. And I don't say that to be funny. This sucks. A lot of the times it sucks. Sorry, I'm looking at my next steps because I didn't even tell y'all what I've been using so far. So, washed the face, resurfaced the face because y'all, the stress, the heat and the hormones. I've been needing the chemical exfoliant, so I did that. And now I have to do hyaluronic acid and then gua sha. And I'm gonna get off the camera before I do the gua sha because I refuse to be trying to drag and scrape my face and talk at the same time. Being able to come face to face with my own weaknesses and my own shortcomings and to try to actively do something about them, that's also a blessing. That's also something that's really, really cool. Along the same lines of not everybody has an opportunity to be their best self. Not everybody has an opportunity to work on stuff. There are people right now who are surrounded by nothing but yes men. There are people right now who are surrounded by nothing but enablers, who will never understand that there are certain aspects of their personality, of how they present to other people, that could be better, because nobody around them actually cares about them being better. All right? We have this blessing of, this is something I really got to work on. This is something I really could be better at. I'm happy about that. And I think that that's all the more important the older that I get. Brother, the fact that I'm turning 28, it doesn't feel real. One, because I'm trying to always look forever 25. Instead of forever 21, because that's too damn young, and my age of 21 was not a time that I would want to revisit. So forever 25, okay? Mistake me, even in my late 30s, amen. My late 40s, amen. So, still, the fact that I'm turning 28, and I've gone through so much. I've experienced so much, I've learned so much, and I want to just keep doing that. Every single second that I am blessed to breathe, I want to be a better version of myself. And so I have to thank my status as an MD student. I have to thank the seasons that I've survived. I have to thank all of that, because removing any of it wouldn't actually serve me. I wouldn't be the woman that I am today without all of these pieces. In medicine, being a med student, the process is a big piece and part of my life. So that's it. That's all. Because again, I don't want to gua sha on the camera. The next time that I will speak to y'all is actually on live this upcoming Sunday. I already have the poll set up for you guys to vote on. Please make sure y'all vote. Matter of fact, pause. Make sure that y'all engage with each other too. I don't want y'all to just follow me and subscribe and watch me. I love that. Thank you for that level of engagement. But I also want y'all to engage with each other and create community with each other. You have no idea whether or not your best friend is one comment away. So don't be shy. Say hello to each other. Obviously to me too, hey. But just in general, to create community is also something that I would really like on my platform. So I hope that that will be facilitated on my lives, since it'll be active. The chat will be, you know what I mean? Like, you could literally go back and forth with each other if you wanted to in the chat. I hope that you enjoyed the topics. The list of topics that I put up, I think are pretty solid. Let me know what y'all think, but I think they're pretty solid choices. And yeah, I won't be uploading though. So you'll get the live on Sunday, but then I won't be uploading during the week, because y'all, I am finally ending, hopefully, my LOA status, okay? By this time next week, I will have done and completed everything that I can to be considered for rotations in July. And so I just want to kind of rest. Not even just rest, but reset, like to have some time to reset. And I will be recording that. I'll be taking you guys with me for an entire weekend and then uploading that following week on my usual schedule. And I'm just looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to actually talking to y'all, interacting with y'all on Sunday, and then bringing y'all with me through the reset into the following week. Because I think I just need to decompress. I feel like after all the fighting and the arguing and everything that I've been doing for my own advocacy, I need some, and it is finished. You know, it's done. Because I just don't feel like it would make sense for me to try to record and post something in that week as I'm wrapping everything up. You know, it would just be better for me to fill you guys in once it's all done. So with that said, yes, let me be quiet now so that I can go gua sha, because I'm trying to do some facial balancing, you know what I mean? I don't want nobody to enter my face, so I'd rather just try my best to do it holistically. That's not the word that I wanted to use. Hold on. It's right there on the tip of my tongue, but it's gone. I'm tired. I woke up early this morning, met up with a friend to go work out. I'm exhausted. And that's something else too. Dang. Make sure y'all follow me on my other socials if you would like to see other aspects of me. The content that I make here is pretty specific. The content that I make everywhere else is very specific. So if you want to see me fitness-wise, beauty-wise, TikTok, Instagram. So yeah, I actually have to edit and upload that because it was actually a really good workout. Because, as I said, I'm embracing all aspects of this season. The good, the bad, the ugly, the new, all of it. And today was one of those days where I got to embrace kind of a new connection, a new pace, and I really liked it. I'm just really tired, and I don't think that I'll ever get up that early again to be in nobody's gym. Okay, bye.